We're going to read Goldilocks and the Three Dinosaurs by Mo Willems. Our goal today is to infer while we're reading. This means we're going to be like reading detectives, and we're going to read between the lines. We're going to use clues from the words to guess what the author means, even if it's not said in the book. We do this in regular life. If someone comes inside with a wet umbrella, what do we infer that it's like outside? Yeah, it's probably raining outside. Good. So we infer all the time. So we want to try to get our inferring and detective skills with this book. In order to do that, let's think about what we know about this book already. It's called Goldilocks and the Three Dinosaurs, and it's by Mo Willems. Yeah, it's reminding me of Goldilocks and the Three Bears. This is also reminding me of other Mo Willems stories. Mo Willems is a really funny author, so I bet this story is going to be funny too. So there's going to be some new words in this book that I thought you might have some trouble with, and if we go over those, that's going to make it easier for you to be reading detectives later and use your inferring skills. One of those crazy words is bonbons, which is like a dessert. Another one will be Norway, or they might call one of the dinosaurs Norwegian, and that's from a different country. That's Norway. They might say delicious or succulent, and in this case, they're talking about something that's so tasty. Gigantic or enormous means big. Supervised means watched over. And suspicious. This is not a word that's used in this book, but I want you to know it and think about it because some characters in this book might be suspicious. Now we're going to go over these words more. So bonbons, chocolate-covered bonbons. They're going to be talking about this in the book, and they're talking about this delicious, succulent dessert. And in this book, one of the dinosaurs comes from Norway. So they say he's Norwegian. He's right here. He's the orange guy. So in red, I have circled where we live, Michigan, which is inside the United States. And that dinosaur lives in Norway. And that is circled in the blue over here. Now, this is a make-believe story. But Norway is a real country. It's over here. And someone from Norway, they say they're Norwegian. Just like someone from the US is called American. In this book, we're going to also be using different adjectives or describing words to show that something is tasty. So they'll say delicious or succulent. And in this book, they're going to use different adjectives or describing words to show something is big. They'll use the word gigantic and they'll use the word enormous. So they'll also use the word supervised. When you're being watched over by someone who's in charge, that means you're being supervised. So I want you to help me figure out if these children in these pictures are supervised or unsupervised. So supervised means they're being watched by an adult who's in charge, and unsupervised means they're not. So let's look here. There's two kids swimming. Oh, I see their parents in the background. Do you think they're supervised or unsupervised? Yes, they are supervised. There's someone who's in charge watching them in the background. How about in this picture? I see some kids playing, but I don't see any adults watching them. So these are unsupervised children. How about this picture? Oh, so there's kids playing at this playground, but there are adults watching them, so they're supervised. How about in this picture? Well, I see a bunch of kids playing in the woods, but I don't see a grown-up watching them, so we're going to call them unsupervised. And yeah, that's true. People might be watching them from off to the side, but since we don't see them, for this case, we're going to call it unsupervised. In this book, they're saying Goldilocks was poorly supervised. What does that mean? Yeah, that means someone wasn't really watching out for her. She was basically unsupervised. No adults in charge were watching out for her. So another big word I want you to know for this book is suspicious. That means something doesn't quite seem right. You don't really trust what's going on. See that penguin in the background? You're kind of giving that expression like, Like this guy, he is really suspicious. Look, he has a mask and a bag and a flashlight. He is really suspicious. I bet he is up to something. These dogs over here, really suspicious. What do we think happened? Yeah, we're inferring that they knocked over the trash. No one told us they knocked over the trash, but we're looking at this picture and we can figure it out.